He was sitting on a bench near the subway entrance, shoulders hunched, hands shaking as he tried to light a cigarette in the wind. He looked to be in his early 30s, unshaven, wearing a thin jacket that wasn't meant for weather like this. Most people passed him without a glance. Some looked away quickly, others stared at their phones as if he didn't exist. Emma hesitated. She felt that familiar tug in her chest, the one that said, "You should do something," and the louder voice that replied, "You don't have time." She took 3 steps past him. Then she stopped. Emma turned around and walked back, her heart beating faster for reasons she couldn't explain. "Hey," she said softly, not wanting to startle him. "Are you okay?" The man looked up, surprised, as if he hadn't expected to be seen at all. His eyes were red, not just from the cold, but from something deeper. "Yeah," he said automatically, then paused. "No, not really." Emma sat down on the bench, ignoring the chill seeping through her jeans. She offered him her coffee, still warm despite the spill. "I know it's not much," she said, "but it might help." He took it with trembling hands. "Thank you," he whispered, like the words themselves were fragile. "I'm Daniel." They didn't talk much at first. The city roared around them, trains screeching, cars honking, people rushing past. But little by little, Daniel opened up. He told her he'd lost his job 6 months ago after the company downsized. Then his apartment. Then slowly, his sense of who he was. He'd been sleeping in shelters when he could, on benches when he couldn't. That morning, he admitted, he hadn't planned on seeing the end of the day. Emma felt her throat tighten. She didn't know what to say, and for once, she didn't try to fix anything. She just listened. "I called my sister last night," Daniel said, staring into the coffee. "She didn't answer. I figured that was a sign." Emma shook her head gently. Or maybe she was just asleep. Or busy. Or didn't hear the phone. She met his eyes. "Silence doesn't mean you don't matter." Something shifted in Daniel's expression. A crack, just enough to let a little light in. Emma checked her watch. She was definitely late now. But she reached into her bag and pulled out a scrap of paper, writing down the address of a community center a few blocks away. One her dad's social worker had mentioned before. "They have job counselors, hot meals, and sometimes emergency housing," she said. "I can walk you there if you want." Daniel hesitated. "Why are you doing this?" Emma thought about it. About how close she'd come to walking away. About how alone she'd felt herself some nights. "Because someone once helped my dad when we were at our lowest," she said. "And because no one deserves to feel invisible." They walked together through the cold.